Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing the fourth update to my 25 in 2025 project pan. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine and I will get the playlist for all of my updates so far linked in the description box and in the cards. And if you like project panning, please stick around. I have a lot of that going on and just a lot going on right now, but I am still happy to be here to update you on my progress. And without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. So first, let's start in the order that I use them. So the first product will be this Farah Smooth Focus Face Primer. I rolled this in at my last update and it was very new to me and I have decided that I hate it. I hate it so much, I'm not going to give it away. I don't want to do that to someone else's face. It looks and feels really nice when I first put it on, but my makeup looks so bad at the end of the day, regardless of what foundation I use. And maybe it's just like the foundations that I have don't work with this, but I feel like my pores look worse kind of once everything settles after I use a smoothing primer like this than it does when I just use a regular primer. Like I just have powder and a normal primer not particularly smoothing on. And yes, you can see that I do have pores, but it doesn't look all gross and bunchy and slidey at the end of the day. So this is rolling out. I'm getting rid of it. I just could not be bothered to force myself to use up this little mini primer when I really don't like it. In its place, I want to try this Nudestix Blot and Blur Matte Stick. So this says multitasking clear balm that blots oil, dot blot on the go all day. So I don't know if this is meant to be used over or under makeup. My goal is to use it 10 times because I feel unconvinced. It is, again, just kind of clear, slightly blurring, silicone-y feeling. If I hate it after 10 uses, I will let it go. And if I don't, then maybe we'll keep it around. We'll see. But I just wanted to work through these because the other two primers that I have in my collection I know I like. So once I work through this one, decide if I like it or not, then I can roll something in with confidence. Then next is this Exa color corrector. This is the high fidelity color corrector in green. I really like this product. I don't know if you can see, but it is empty. I have to really like get in there. I have not used this so much since my last update. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot it was in this project until just now. But I used it for like the first 2 weeks and then I rotated out makeup in my everyday makeup area and I put this back in my drawer, but I am going to pull it back out now, take out the stopper, and start using it on a daily basis again because I've been using a green face primer ever since I realized I didn't like the Farah one. So I think I'm going to roll this back in when now that I remember, and roll that green face primer out of my everyday makeup for now. Then next is the bronzer. Okay, next we have this Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer Palette. Here's what it was looking like at my last update. The two shades that were in the slots, Princess Cut and Carrot, shattered. I dropped this and I had to repress it. Here's what it was looking like when I repressed it, which was last week. So I probably have like 3 or 4 more uses on it since then. And here's what it's looking like now. Nothing too crazy, but I am hoping that now I can just really get in there, use both shades kind of at the same time and just go in with a big fluffy brush. Now that it's warmer, I'm starting to get a little bit more color back on the high points of my like shoulders and my forehead. I have used this an additional 22 times since my last update, but unfortunately because it shattered so recently, you're not really going to be able to see that in the progress. But I have used it 74 times so far in this project. So we're definitely getting there. And I'm really hoping that, you know, in another 74 uses from now, we'll have one more pan gone. I was so sure that the shades in Carrot and Princess Cut were gonna go like that, and they have not been. So I'm guess we're gonna be here for the rest of the year. Then I rolled in this Hermes blush in the shade Rose Ombre. My goal was 45 uses, and I had used it 18 times at my last update. I used it an additional 27 times, and that is exactly 45 uses. So this is such a beautiful blush. I mean, it's so pretty. It goes so well with whatever I'm wearing. It's just it is peachy, but it's kind of a very neutral peach on my complexion. So really enjoyed wearing this, and I'm just happy to be rolling it in during this time of year when I tend to reach for colors like this more often. And then I will replace that at the end. No, I won't. Oh my God. To replace that, I'm going to roll in this RMS The Uncover Up Concealer in the shade number 22. This is my perfect summer concealer. I can just go in with my finger or with a Real Techniques blending brush and just pick some up and apply it to my face. It's super quick and easy. It's one of my favorite summer products. So now that things are starting to warm up a little bit, I am very excited to reach for this and also use it up because it's my favorite. Sometimes I tend to hoard it and not actually ever finish it, and I clearly have a lot of pan on it, so it's time to work through this product. Now let's get into the eye products. For brows, we have this Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil in the shade Warm Brown. I'll insert a picture of what the progress is looking like. This is really not a lot of product left. I just think that, I don't know, 2-ish more months. Well, I've been using it every day without a problem. It's just a little bit of a firmer pencil. You don't really have to use a ton, which is nice if you want to get your money's worth because this was expensive, but it's not so nice if you're trying to project pan things. Then I have this Lancome Le Crayon Kohl eye pencil in the shade Black Ebony. Here is a picture of what the progress is looking like. Nothing crazy. We're not getting what we had the first 2 months, but we're also getting just something. I have been reaching for this more than I had been the previous month. I just wasn't as good about sharpening it, but it looks like it does need to be sharpened, so hopefully next month we'll see a little bit more progress if I continue to wear it like I have been. Then I have this Eyeko Black Magic Liquid Eyeliner in the shade of Black. I think I used this twice, so I really should use this more often. I used it in a Makeup Playtime somewhat recently, and then I went over it with another shade that was more fun, and I think I might try that because sometimes it can be just a little bit more difficult to use. I feel like it is more difficult for me to use this than to take an angled liner brush and just pick up a regular eyeliner with that. So maybe if I use it more as a base and then going over it, or using it when I haven't put on my base makeup yet, when I'm just playing around with eyeshadow, that might work better for me. Then we have this Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick in the shade Khaki. I'm wearing this today on my lid and lower lash line. This is a beautiful green color. I really enjoy it, and I have reached for it. I'm trying to reach for it at least once a week is my goal. I think I did accomplish that this past month. Here is what the visual progress is looking like. Again, nothing crazy, but hopefully I could just keep making slow but steady progress. This upcoming 2 months, it's going to be a lot of popping back and forth, living out of a makeup bag. So maybe if I just get a routine going well with this, I'll be able to use up a good amount in the next month. Fingers crossed with that one. Then the last makeup product is this Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Bachelorette. My goal is 100 uses. At my last update, I had used it 10 times. No, my goal, what is my goal on this? 75. My goal is 75 uses. And my last update, I used it 10 times, and I used an additional 10 times this past month. So that was really good progress. I did start to feel like I was just wearing this every day. In the past few days, I just needed a break from it. But I do think it looks really pretty. And again, if I can just have a makeup bag that has like these two products in it and maybe like bronzer and a highlighter, and then I am kind of more limited in the looks that I can do whilst I am living out of a makeup bag, maybe I can continue to make some really good progress on these. I'm also trying to be good about applying it and keeping it up, because although technically my goal is 75 uses, my ultimate goal is to use this up. So if I use it up in those 75 uses, or in less than 75 uses, as doubtful as that is, that would also be great. So I'm trying to be good about applying it, touching it up, doing those kinds of things throughout the day. It's such a bright color that you kind of need to commit to like touching it up or taking it off completely. And I'm trying to just be good rather than just wiping it off in the middle of the day and putting on a chapstick or something instead. Then for a skincare product, I have this mask from Evergetiken. This is the Pink Clay face mask, and it's very hard to get a solid like lining on this, but I think I am about there. So making pretty good progress. This one was probably a little bit artificially low because of the way it's settled, but here's where we were at last month, and then here's where we're at now. I believe I did face mask time with my roommates, and that also helped. So maybe I'll keep doing that. I'll bring this to like a girls' night or something like that and get some use on it that way. And then let's do a quick check just to make sure I got everything, because I have been known to forget things until the very end. Okay, I have double checked. That is everything that I have for this project pan. If you like project panning, please stick around. I have a lot of stuff going on right now. Basically a full face that I am panning, and if you are new, please just say hi. I love having new people around, and I'm just trying to have fun and talk about makeup. So if you enjoy, I really hope that I get to see you in a future video, and I hope that you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are. Thanks, guys.